Welcome back. It's been a while. I took a few weeks off from, well, actually a few months off from programming just because there was so much work to do and I just got a little discouraged. But I started to miss my programming, so I came back to take care of a few things in VR just to get started. So what I wanted to do was previously I was able to physically walk in my VR space through a wall, but now if I stick my head through the wall, it blocks it. And if you do it sideways, it actually gives you a little hint of which way you need to go to get back into the actual play space. It even works if you walk up to a surface and you try to stick your head down through it. And if you physically crouch to get underneath the surface and you stand up, it'll block you that way too. If I shift out so that I can stand up taller again, it'll fix itself. Well, let me do that again. So if I'm standing up, now I'm shifting sideways, but you can't see because it's all blacked out. I suddenly stand up and I'm clear of it all, so the blackout goes away. Let's hope I don't fall through the floor here. I've been getting this bug lately that I'll have to take care of. But so if I stand here, I can't go sideways. If I try to go in, I can't. And then if I crouch and I try to stand up, I can't see anything at all until I go sideways and I'm completely out again. So that's all working good. Let me make sure I don't walk into my chair here. Let's see, it also works here too, that if I hit this and I try to go through it, it'll block it out. Let's stand up again. I'm going to crouch so I can get really close. And then I'll stand up to try to get through it, and I can't. And I can't go through it either. Something else, this is something that Half Life Alyx does, that if you try to poke your head through the wall, but then you try to move, it'll automatically fix your position. So if you're moving along the wall and you're trying to push your head into it, it pushes the wall away from you, so it refuses to let your head poke through the wall while you're moving. So physically trying to walk through a wall only works when you aren't trying to move in the game. If you're moving in the game, then you're forced, your VR head position is forced to take on the same position as your avatar. Another reason that walking in VR is important is that right now if I look down at the floor, you can see where I'm spinning, the point that I'm spinning on. But if I step sideways, I should spin on this point now, which I do. Previously it wasn't doing that. So I have to adjust the XZ coordinates of my VR home point and adjust my avatar's position accordingly as my head moves around. Let's see, the last thing I want to demonstrate is that if I stand right at this edge and then I walk off, this is something that Half Life Alyx does. You can physically walk off, but the moment you try to move, it'll apply gravity and you'll fall. Let me back up and try that again. So that's how everything is working right now. And this blackout is not very clean. I'm just using a simple spherical model with only like 20 polygons to set the various vertices to a more solid alpha of yellow. I'll have to write a little shader to make it nice and clean so that you get this nice spherical effect. But because that's what Half-Life Alyx does, so it'll take a little bit of work. It shouldn't be too difficult. But one little bug that I wanted to show was that if you step off from the ledge so that there's nothing beneath you, but then you jump, the jump actually works when it shouldn't. Things like that I'll have to correct, but this is what I worked on over this weekend. It took me a few sessions of making code changes and committing to get all that working. Still don't have it where you run into stairs and go straight up yet. I still have to work on that, but I just wanted to show off this little bit of extra VR coding that I did, and I'll see how quickly I can get this cleaned up and prettier so that it has a nice boundary instead of looking like it's alpha points getting set on a low resolution polygonal model. So anyway, that's it for that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.